One of the biggest questions I get asked is, how do I even start, Melissa? Well, I'm gonna take you through step by step in this video how I would start a fat loss journey if I was starting now. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50 get in fantastic shape. And did you know that it's never too late to start a health journey, start a transformation journey or a fat loss journey? It doesn't matter how old you are. You know, you could be in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. It's never too late to start, and you can really improve the quality of your life by just getting started. But I know for so many people, making that first step is so daunting, isn't it? And so one of the things I want to say to you is, if I was starting now, I wouldn't try to do too much too soon, because it's just really overwhelming, isn't it? You know, if you've seen any videos about my schedule, it's quite heavy. You know, I work out about 4 to 5 times a week, and if I was starting, there's just no way I would do that. And in fact, I remember when I was actually starting a bit of lifting, I think I started on twice a week. Gonna break it down for you now, exactly your approach. So do grab a paper and pen and listen up, and do let me know in the comments section if you feel this helps you and it's really going to help you get started, because that's what I want you to do. I want you just to start, and it's so easy. I'm going to make it so easy for you. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is exercise. And just like everything else, you want to be starting off small. So it's about getting moving. I will be honest with you, I take a lot of my information from an absolutely fantastic book called Atomic Habits by James Clear, and do check that book out if you're kind of looking to get like mindset motivation. It's a really good book to help you get started. And one of the things that he describes in the book is actually just starting off by implementing something really small. So, you know, he talks about if you're kind of thinking of starting at the gym, but you know, I'm not recommending that for you, because I know women feel intimidated by the gym, but just giving it as an example, he actually says to turn up in all your gym wear and just turn up to the gym and then walk out again, because that's kind of the first step, isn't it? Stepping inside to the gym. But I wouldn't recommend that for you. What I would recommend is you look at walking first. If you're completely inactive, walking is really accessible for everyone. I do walking, my mother does walking, everyone can do walking. And so, you know, all you need is a sort of comfortable pair of shoes, really, isn't it? Or sneakers, whatever your choice is. And that's kind of all you need. And it's just like getting outside and walking if it's not too hot where you are at the moment. And what I would say is you just start off with 10 minutes. What you want to do is you want to make it manageable. And so psychologically, everyone can say to themselves, right, yeah, I can do 10 minutes. You set yourself that goal for the first 7 days, week. I'm gonna walk round the block, whatever it is, for 10 minutes. And then what you do each week, this is what I would do, is increase it by 5 minutes. So then eventually you're gonna get to 30 minutes. And if you're walking for 30 minutes every day, which maybe you haven't done before, that is gonna be absolutely fantastic. It's gonna improve your health. You're gonna experience fat loss, you're gonna improve your health. There's just so many benefits for moving around like that every day. So that's what you need to implement first. The other first step that I want you to take, and what I would take if I was starting now, I wouldn't do all that thing of weighing and measuring food and thinking about protein. Just keep it simple. So the first step is to cut out, if you're eating this, ultra processed foods. That is the first step. Now, If you're not eating ultra processed foods, have a look at your sugar intake, because that would be the next step. Cut down, really cut down drastically on sugar. And what I'm talking about is refined sugar. I'm not talking about fruit. Fruit is really healthy for you. That would be either cutting out altogether or really minimizing refined sugar. And without the processed foods and without refined sugar and the 10 minutes of walking, you're going to feel a lot better already. So those are the first 3 steps. Then, as far as food's concerned, once you've got on top of cutting out ultra processed foods, cutting out refined sugar, you can start to look at getting a healthy whole foods diet. What does that mean? Well, that means fresh or frozen, maybe it's in a can, but just check that it hasn't got added syrups and sauce, vegetables and fruit, that's had next to no processing is going to be better for you. That's eating whole grains rather than refined grains. So if you're going to have bread, have whole grains rather than white bread, that kind of thing. So that's a healthy whole foods diet. And then if I was starting now, I'd make sure I got that in check. So we've got cutting out your ultra processed foods, reducing your sugar intake, refined sugar drastically, eating a healthy whole foods diet. Then the next step would be, once you've got that nailed though, don't try to do this all at once. Give yourself some time, give yourself a few weeks, 30 days maybe, to get in those really good habits. Then after 30 days, start to have a look at your protein, incorporating lean protein at every meal and at every snack. So what does that mean? Like chicken, fish, eggs, tofu, beans. Beans are absolutely fantastic. Greek yogurt, some of the lower fat cheeses like feta cheese. So you can start sort of incorporating those at every single meal and snack. Now, and that's literally how I would start. So just to recap, you started to get into really good habits with your eating. So you're eating a healthy whole foods diet, free of processed foods and refined sugars. You need to have been doing that for at least 30 days, and you're up to 30 minutes of walking every day. Then if I was starting this is what I would do. Start strength training just from home with dumbbells or resistance bands for 2 to 3 days a week. Don't do a massive amount. People look at my content and they see what I do. I do an awful lot of exercise, I am exercising a lot, but it's my business to be in shape, and I've been doing that for a long time. I've been doing it for 6 years. So my body is used to that. My body is used to doing a lot of working out. But if you're starting, you don't want to start with too much too soon, because what's going to happen is you could get burnout. It's really demotivating because you're starting off with so many things, it's just overwhelming. So you only want to start incorporating the strength training after 30 days of that walking, and you're walking every day, and start off with 2 to 3 days per week, as I said, from home. And it's going to be much easier to gradually build up, rather than having everything all coming at you all at once, and then it's really hard to stick to, isn't it? But if you gradually start incorporating things, you're much more likely to be able to stick to it, because psychologically you're starting off small and just adding things in gradually. So let me know in the comments section what you think about this, whether it has motivated you. If you're just thinking, I just want to start, is that motivation for you? I would love to know. And if I've helped just one person get started, that would be absolutely amazing, because I just want to encourage you. And it doesn't matter how fit you are, what your experience is with exercise. I didn't have a fitness background when I started, so anyone can do this.